Do we want to win this game? Do you want to win this game?
I want to win this game.
Are you sure about that? You didn't sound convincing.
Put it this way, I want to win this game, but there's a silver lining if we lose. The one thing I don't want is a draw, I think, fair to say. I don't want us just taking 1 point and then costing City, and then it doesn't really help us that much. Although, I guess every point matters at this point. At this stage.
Draw helps nobody in this game.
But yeah, honestly, if we're drawing, I want to see us going for it and leaving ourselves open, and either we win or we lose. I don't want to draw in this game.
I don't understand the narrative about wanting to lose this game. I really don't. I understood it. I understood it 2 years ago when it was a defining match in the season, and I was open in saying I was happy to see Man City win that game. But here we're talking about a game in the end of January, people. Like, there's so much football left to be played. In my opinion, I think Arsenal are going to probably bottle it anyway, regardless if we win, lose, or draw this game. So there's a serious case of Spurs fans wanting to lose this game, and Arsenal still go and end up winning the title anyway. So I think at this point of the season, you just need to concentrate on yourselves. Like, if we're playing Man City the back end of April, it's more of a conversation. But right now, I think it's ridiculous for anyone to suggest that we should want to lose this game.
With Arsenal win on Saturday,
yeah,
we could be giving them a 7-point lead, going into February, which is a big lead. They're really giving them the advantage if we were to win. If they win.
Fine, but it's still so early. It's not early on, but it's still January. Like, the last game in January. I don't think you're not handing them the title or anything. There's still so much more football left to be played. It gives them a big lead, a big commanding lead, but it's not something they haven't bottled before, and it's not something I have doubt that they won't bottle again. So
you think if they get 7 points again, they'll still bottle it?
Yeah,
if they get 7 points ahead.
I do. Yeah, I think Arsenal is shitting the bed week in, week out at the moment.
But if they win, that's not shitting the bed. That's winning.
Yeah, but Arsenal. Well, first of all, they're playing before Man City, so they don't know the outcome. So I think whenever Arsenal go that far ahead of City, they just seem to have this thing about them where this is not in the script. This is not what's supposed to happen, and they just shit the bed. So I think if they go 7 points ahead, probably the week after it'll come to, or a couple of weeks after, it'll go back to 4. So I'm not too worried.
Sure.
I don't care at this moment in time. I'm not worried or caring about Arsenal winning the league. I'm really not.
That's fair, but I'm thinking they've opened the door again against Man United, and the reality is Man City have given them lots of opportunities to pull clear, but Man City have to start putting the pressure on at some point, and if they don't do it this weekend, it's gonna make it very difficult between now and the end of the season to claw back a 7-point lead when they've got an opportunity now to really start amping up that pressure. And if they don't do it, I think now's the time, really. I actually think that for Man City to do it.
Yeah.
And if they don't do it, it's going to be a big problem for them to chase. If they go 7 points again, if they go 7 points clear this weekend, are they guaranteed to win the league? Arsenal?
Yeah.
Not guaranteed.
So then I don't care then.
Heavy favourites though.
Yeah, but they're heavy favourites going into this weekend anyway. Like,
they're favourites, but not heavy favourites. 4 points could be wiped out very quickly.
The Man City are like 4-1.
Yeah, because they believe that
right now.
Yeah, because they believe that City are probably going to drop points this weekend and at Anfield next weekend. That's why Arsenal.
The bookies are Man City are favourites to win the game this weekend.
Yeah, but I'm saying overall, there's a chance that Man City drop points in this weekend and at Anfield next weekend. So given the fixture list, Arsenal have the easier fixtures and they're 4 points clear. So if our Man City can win this weekend, I think that's major, actually, in the title race, because that's one really difficult game that they usually struggle with out the way. So, look, I want Spurs to win because we are in trouble and we need the victory. We also, if we've got any ambition of being in Europe next season, we need to start winning games and we need to start getting closer to that top half and closer to those European spots, and that has to start now. No, we can't wait any longer, essentially.
Yeah.
So we need to win, and I agree, as much as painful as it is, Arsenal can still be caught even if the gap goes to 7 points. So 2 years ago, there was literally win and hand Arsenal the title. That was literally the game, and this one's a bit different. But there's no two ways about it. There will be fans out there thinking if we give Arsenal a 7-point lead between now and the end of the season, that will give them the title, essentially.
It's just not something that I care about to be honest, right now at this stage of the season. If they go 7 points ahead, then so be it. And look, at the end of the day, if they win the title, then so be it as well. They would have deserved it at the end of the day, as much as it pains.
So be it.
That's
Arsenal
as much as
winning
it,
the
look.
title.
I've seen Arsenal win the
could you?
title. I've seen them win the
Not
title
for 20 years.
I have not seen them win the Champions League. That will make my... if they win the Champions League, that will make me physically sick. It really would. But right now, we have to focus on ourselves. We're in too much of a precarious situation right now. We have to get as many points as we can. You know, European football already looks like a distant kind of memory for going into next season. So we just need to pick up as many points as we can. If we can go on a run, which is looking unlikely at this moment, then we can put ourselves back in the conversation. So we just need to focus on ourselves and forget about Arsenal. Like, just forget about them.
Do you reckon Arsenal will be cheering us on then on Sunday?
Yeah, for sure they will be. For sure they will be.
Celebrating Tottenham goals?
For sure they will be. For sure. But I don't think Arsenal believe that they're going to win the title. They don't believe it within themselves. So if they don't even have that belief, are they even going to go on and win it?
I think they do.
I don't think they do.
I 100% think they're going to win the title. They think they're going to win the title.
They do not think they're going to win the title. I'm talking about the fan base here. The fan base don't have that confidence that they think they're going to go and win.
Oh, the fan base, yeah. I think the fans are full of anxiety. I agree with that, and you could see that in the United game. You know, a misplaced pass, mistake, even booing at the end of a game because they're just so worried about bottling it again. And I think that pressure is building at that stadium, and that maybe could affect the team 100%. But if they start winning games again, they will go away. But they have obviously not won in 3 games, have they? Obviously, this whole conversation calms down if Arsenal don't win against Leeds, and then we don't have to think about it. But if they do, obviously, then people start talking about it. The poll at the moment, 186 votes. Everyone get voting. Do you want Spurs to beat Man City? 80% say yes.
Who are you that are saying no? Like, seriously, who are you that are saying no? How can you not want Spurs to beat Man City this weekend? You that worried about Arsenal in January? Like, come on, guys. Like, forget about Arsenal. If it was a defining game, I can understand it more and I'd probably agree with you. But it's not a defining game. There's so many more games left to play. Like, forget about them right now. Seriously.
And also, we got a chance in the North London derby on 22nd of Feb to put it
exactly. Right. We're going to put them in the mud that day as well.
Exactly.
So, look, for me, this is a massive game. And we need to do our best to win it. I think we can win it. I think we're going into it hopefully with a bit of confidence with the European, beating Frankfurt a week before beating Dortmund. Obviously, in between that was not such a great game against Burnley, which in my opinion we should have won, and it was probably one of the better games of the season. So last 2-3 games, 4 games, we've looked okay. We've looked okay.